For all of your sports in Lorain, keep your TV tuned to TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Good afternoon and welcome to George Daniel Field. Jay Ferguson, Bob Tomaszewski, Joe Bach, Terry Trout, and a cast of dozens here for the season-ending 8th grade football game between, in blue, the Longfellow Longhorns, and in white, the General Johnnie Wilson Eagles.
And here, at the last minute, the last thing that they always think of is...
Oh, we need 4 guys
down
for the
markers.
chains.
Yeah, the first down. So that's a good thing.
So they've recruited some members of our studio audience, it looks like. Well,
it's hard to believe, Jay, that this is the finale. I mean,
yeah.
Have we been doing this for like 6 months, it seems like? The one thing I will say, I am glad that we're done with Bedford. I was sick of looking at teams in green, man.
Yeah. Oh, that night that they were here in green and blue, that was a
that was a good one. Yeah, that was a good
grade
one.
game.
Yeah.
Okay,
here we go.
8th grade rules, middle school rules. We'll start with a ball at the 35 for Longfellow.
Again, Longfellow in the dark. General Johnnie in the white.
Deontay Dean, number 11, looks to be... Oh, let's go again. Kevin Brown, number 13, looks to be the quarterback. Oh, he's the running back to the near side. Both teams will run the high school offense, I would assume.
I would assume, and there's
straight
the base
ahead.
play. Yep.
27, Antonio Messer on the carry. Handoff was from 15, quarterback Cario Edwards. They'll shuttle the plays in. The one thing they won't do that the high school does is they won't let them call their own plays just yet.
No.
Near side wide receivers are Julian Cruz, 3, Javier Oyala, 5. Edwards is the quarterback in the backfield with Kevin Brown now. Third receiver out to the near side in the slot is Messer. 2nd and 4, running the option, cutting it up. Got a couple. It does Edwards. Tackle on the play, 91, William Torres was in the neighborhood. Let's see if we can get the offensive line here. I see 75, Hale. I see 53, Abraham Hernandez. That's a very tight huddle, and I'm having trouble picking up some numbers, Bob. See if we can get them when we break.
He had
43, it looks like.
43 is the center.
Carlos Ruiz is the center.
That's unusual, but it's okay.
Yeah. Third and 2 for Longfellow. That's going to change. Offsides defense will move the ball across the 45 for a first down. .59, Mark Cately is out there on the line on the far side. And
trying to look at some of these numbers on defense. 52 is not listed.
Well, I've got the defensive starters here.
Well, you have a different list than I have. Well, they can't be the same team, Jerry. Same roster.
1st and 10. Pass away and complete to Kevin Brown. Gets a block inside the 45, down
nice
close
run.
to the 40. Sherman Swiger, 31 on the tackle in white. But is that a flag?
I don't know. It's something.
It is a
flag.
It's discolored. It's turned full.
Hey, Mr. Official, you have to wash your flag. I'm telling you that right now.
It's going to be an illegal block of some sort or other on Longfellow, so it'll move it back 10 from the spot, which is going to be about a 1.5 yard penalty. We'll call it, it should be first down, right? Now they're calling it, first down and 12.
Okay.
Twins to each side, alone in the backfield is Edwards.
There are all kind of people out.
It's going to be quarterback draw, but ready for it was, ball loose. Ball on the ground, 91 in white. William Torres falls on the football, and it'll belong to Johnny Wilson.
Well, you obviously have the good roster. I'm okay.
There. So Wilson takes over 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line. They'll come up to the line. I see 92 Dominic Piscotti.
Well, good break for Longfellow.
Let's see.
A short field.
Bad snap picked up by Tavion Pierre-Louis and run down inside. Oh, excuse me, that's Darian Hill, 23. Picks it up and runs it down inside the 30.
You know, I never want to be critical, but one coach, he's got on 2 sheets, so you got to keep flipping.
Yeah, I pulled them
I couldn't
apart.
do it. I said, how about if you did this, turn to sheet 90 and go that way? But that's a different story.
Option play. Keeping at the ball is Pierre-Louis.
Oh, he's
inside
going
for a first down, knocked out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Tavon Pierre-Louis.
Well, you've seen him in a few games, and that kid can run.
There's the replay, and he uses the stiff arm to get around one tackle and gets another 7 or 8 yards. The ball was marked out of bounds at the 17, where we'll go from there. Now, one thing we don't have is a scoreboard, so we don't have any idea how much time is left.
Usually we've kind of figured 2 long drives, and it's a quarter.
Yep. Snap back, Pierre-Louis hands to... Well, that whistle was from behind the stadium. That was Darian Hill, 23. That one short gain of a couple of yards. On the tackle in blue, let's see 39, Antonio Delgado. Across the front line there, I see 75, Mike Hale is a defensive lineman.
I see a 58, but there's no number.
29, Nathaniel Melendez is out there. 59 in the middle is Mark Cately. He's playing both ways. Pierre-Louis has him up to the ball. Good snap that time. Handoff and nowhere to go. Going to lose a yard or so
20.
Is Hill.
27.
The ball popped loose, but tackle was Messer, 27 for Longfellow. So it's 3rd and about 7. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Pierre-Louis is the quarterback, wants to pass. Looks wide, had a man, decided to go the other way, threw it long. It's picked.
This could be trouble.
Picked by Cario Edwards, the quarterback. Man. Nice tackle there by 52 in white, David Arono.
Arono, good thing he was there.
Because it was going to go a long way.
Yeah.
So each team starts the game with a turnover. And second possession now for Longfellow in blue. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 23. Nice replay there. You see the pick, and here he's got a lot of stripes in front of him.
Man. Arono, really,
he hung on.
That is an excellent job. That was a 5-finger takedown right there. He was not going to let go.
Thank goodness they bought the expensive jerseys.
Yeah, no Greg Pruitt jobs out there.
Okay. So, three receivers left. Motion now. Toss back. Whistle. I don't think they were set.
Probably a procedure. The spinning hands we're looking for. Okay.
Backfield in motion. 2 of them were moving.
That could be a song.
Yeah.
You know,
we're going to have to penalize you.
No, I said backfield in motion. No, that's and I can't remember. It's a long time ago, Jay.
For those of you under 55, you don't know what we're talking about.
55.
Trying to be nice.
I know you are. You're being kind to me because this is my birthday today.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Well, happy birthday, Tomo.
Oh yeah. It's another check mark in the book.
Yeah. One page closer to the epilogue.
Yes, and my wife, being as wonderful a priest, she said, "You're doing a game tonight, right?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "You're on your own for dinner." I said, "Oh, okay."
I got that too.
You and me, buddy.
My wife and daughter are off to a volleyball game.
There you go.
Straight back to pass. 15 Edwards, not going to have anything but pressure. He reversed his field just so he could get hit by some more white shirts, I think, there.
You know, but again, though, junior high football, you have to learn when get all you can and go down. You don't want to be standing there taking those shots because they're, against some team that's like they woke up mad, they're gonna put the gear on you. So protect yourself. Well,
there you see him. He's running to the near side, breaks a tackle, turns around, and some of the guys that missed him the first time got him the second.
That's what I said. They when you miss, when you do get there, say, you made me run extra. Here you got it, buddy.
Yeah. So the loss is back to the 11. It's going to be 2nd and 21.
Well,
we'll get some more of these offensive starters.
Right.
Or defensive starters for, let's see, who's got the ball, Bob? I'm confused. Defensive starters for Wilson. We've got Cameron Davis, number 10, Tyshawn Brown, number 11, Tavon Pierre-Lewis, number 13.
But
Malik McCall, 22, Darian Hill, 23, Hezekiah Holloway, 84, Sherman Swigers, 31, David Arono, 52, Arthur Lucas, 63, Rahman Ahmad, he's an offensive player, defense, Dominic Piscotti, number 92, and number 91, William Torres on defense for
Longfellow's
Wilson.
Longfellow's defense is moving the ball closer to.
Yes.
I mean, their defense is doing their offense because they have, General Johnnie, they have, what do they got? 2nd and 22, 23, something like that. It's a lot.
We'll get the offense here. Wide receivers, Julian Cruz, 3, Javier Ayala, 5. Kevin Brown is a running back, Cario Edwards, 15, a quarterback, 27, Antonio Messer, a running back. Give straight ahead. That's a pop there. That was Messer that took a licking and kept on ticking out past the 20. And going to spot it at about the 22, 3rd and 11. Offensive lineman for Longfellow as you look at the replay. 43, Carlos Ruiz. 49, Mark Riley. 53, Abraham Hernandez. 59, Mark Cately. And 75, Mike Hale.
Now, this is going to be interesting if they don't get the first down.
We're close to the end of the quarter here, too, I would think.
Yes, I'm thinking you're right.
Give again, straight ahead. Messer out to the 30. He's going to be about 3 yards short.
So do you run the play down here, or do you, I don't know how they.
I mean,
you just line up and punt. Junior high rules. Every game it's different.
Every game is different rules. They look like they're going to run a play. And based on the success of the last 2,
I would run one of those 2 plays
because they gained 17 between the 2 of them. Messer again, which is what they did, but they were looking for him that time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Stop in the middle of the defense by number 92, Dominic Piscotti, and that'll turn the ball over on downs to Johnnie Wilson.
Yep.
1st and 10 at the 29. One rule that they're using, Bob, I can hardly believe it, is they're switching balls for offense. Everybody's...
Well, you're allowed to do that, but
we're the same.
You're all Lorain, aren't you? Aren't you doing all the same thing? Well, he likes the way that one feels. Well, whatever you say. Okay. Whatever you say.
So no score, first quarter. On offense, Johnnie Wilson taking over at the Longfellow 29.
Could be the waning moments of the first
Pierre
quarter.
Lewis is the quarterback. Tavon Pierre-Lewis. He wants to throw. Going to throw a swing pass out to
Nice
Hill.
pass.
Hill's got 8.
Oh.
Puts his head down. That's how you finish a run, my friends.
You go forward, get the extra yard or two. We've said that
Cario
before.
Edwards, the quarterback, just took a shot.
Yeah, but every good running back never goes backwards when he gets tackled. He falls forward.
We'll watch it here. You know,
for the extra yard.
The other adage I can remember is the guy with the lowest pads usually wins, and those pads were nice and low.
They're pretty low. Yep. But you think about it, if you're a running back, you get 15, 20 carries a game. That could be an extra 15 to 20 yards for just going
falling forward.
And that's in your mind. You got to, in your mind, you're going to make yourself do that.
And that's something the varsity running backs all have done well all year.
Yes.
20,
go ahead.
22, that was Malik McCall on the carry, stacked up by the inside of the line. That's going to be the end of the first quarter.
The thing I've noticed about the varsity is nobody gets real clean shots at those running backs.
Right.
They know how to slip a tackle, spin, and do all those things. They're well coached.
Absolutely they are. Well, we've played one at the George. Johnnie Wilson and nothing, a Longfellow nothing. Back with second quarter action after this timeout. Welcome back to George Daniel, 8th grade football. The Eagles from Johnnie Wilson have it 2nd and 8 on the 17. This is Tavon Pierre-Louis looking to pass, now pulls it down, gets inside the 15 and knocked out of bounds. Bumped out by 49 Mark Riley, but gain of a few. They're going to spot him down near the inside the 14, let's call it. He's going to need about 4 or 5 for the first down once they get it set. Looks like about a 5-yard, 3rd and 5. Little hesitation there.
Right at you.
With the ball in the outside hand, I might add. Now that's because he's right-handed.
Yeah. 2 shots to get, was that 4.5?
I think they need what they've already got. I think they've just about split it in half. Pierre-Louis going to keep it, cuts it up. The option man ran the wrong way, I think.
Well, that might be. But, again, the lesson you have to learn, like I said
Keep
earlier,
running.
Get all you get and run to the goal line. Don't give up, because now
it's
4th down
nothing.
and you never gained an inch.
Yep. And, most quarterbacks, our coach, just follow the running back into the hole.
Correct.
Whether you missed a handoff or somebody's going the wrong way, just follow him because he's on your side. So it's 4th and 5. No score here. Johnnie Wilson inside the 15. First red zone penetration. Double tight end now. Reverse. Pass. Picked. Pass was thrown by Cameron Davis. Picked off by 87, Matt Weatherspoon. Ball is going to be turned over at the 1. Coachable moment, I'm sure, as I see the coaches from Johnnie Wilson out.
There's the handoff.
Know where you're at on the field, son.
Ooh.
He caught the ball, and they get it at the 3. Had he batted it down, they'd have it at the 14.
Well, correct for him. And on the other hand, if who's the blue team again? Wilson.
Longfellow.
Or Longfellow. Had they only gained a yard, that would have been to
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so it's.
Now
how about this one? They said in the game Friday night there was some questionable things about officials, and there was one. It was unsportsmanlike or roughing the whatever. But there was they faked a play into the line, and the Titan kid come up and tackled the guy, put a good shot on him, and then he continued on. Well, there was a 15-yard penalty. He said he didn't have the ball. You hit him too hard. So well, but he faked like he had the ball.
Yeah,
So
I can remember the play.
Do you like straighten him up and check him out and say, oh, you don't have the ball? Okay, I'm sorry. I mean,
Bend him over the hood of the car and frisk him first.
Isn't that kind of bizarre? I mean,
yeah, it was.
How do you do that?
We were there, and
there's
we've seen some strange.
You don't want to make excuses. That's not the point. But the point is, gee whiz, when you do things that nobody's ever heard of.
Right. So, 97 yards away, Longfellow takes over. Quarterback is 15, Cario Edwards. He's going to go under center now. He's got split backs behind him, 3 receivers to his right, tight end left, handoff, fumbling the ball. Messer dropped it.
There's
Let's see who landed on it. There's a lot of people. It's either going to be a decent first-yard gain or
none of the kids are pointing one way or the other.
That was my best position.
Pointing?
Yes.
You're the first team pointer all conference?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
2nd and 5 as Longfellow fell on the football. Let's see if we can come up with. You know what? There is no way to tell. That ball, at least 6 or 7 of them had a chance at it.
That's the last guy that had his hands on it.
You could see that the guy that had it, went at it the right way, curled up around it.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 5 for Longfellow. Long downfield. Oh, he stopped running. Mark Cately, 59, tight end, got out there. And as he turned his head, he slowed up. Would have been interesting to see what would have happened if he'd have just – because he was behind the defense, and it was not a bad throw.
He's a good-looking player, too. I mean, that's a big guy.
And that's a nice launch right there.
Yeah.
Out through the cameraman.
Yeah.
He was behind the defense. If that had been caught, it would have been a foot race.
Well, he'd be up on Erie Avenue right now.
Yeah, he'd be in line at K-Cream Corner.
That's correct.
So 3rd and 5 is the upshot.
And if he was there, get me a
straight ahead on the keep.
Oh, look
looking
at this.
Looking for a hole. Edwards out across to the, looks like they're going to spot him about the 12 and a half. It's going to be 4th down and a long 1.
You got any idea who made that tackle?
No, I don't.
It was 57. He's not on the list, but I was going to give him credit. He didn't give up. He initially missed his man, and he come around from behind, stayed with the play. Good football sense. Stayed with it. Here we go.
We'll apologize to him for not having his number, and we'll try to find it out.
Somebody, boom, he's there. Give him credit. Good job.
Under center again, Cario Edwards. Whistle.
Oops.
Timeout, Wilson. Coach Scott Sherwood wants to talk things over. The other thing that it's really nice to see is the number of adults that come out to work with these kids on a daily basis is, I don't know how many actual paid coaching positions there are at the middle school, but I know it's not as many as adults I see on the field.
And whatever it is, whatever they're paid, it's not nearly enough, but they're here. And I'm down there watching them practice. I've been to a few practices. I hear a lot of good things, I mean, not to say, hey, don't do that.
Yeah.
But, hey, see, there, you did it correct. That's what we're talking about.
Yep.
Good job. So it's some of each, but.
Yeah, you need.
But if you don't tell them, they don't know. And a lot of them don't know. Some of these kids have never played football in their life. So, it's.
And one thing that everybody that ever been around it will tell you, football's hard work.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's no doubt.
You start in the 100-degree weather of August and end up in the 20-degree weather of November.
I always say when I talk to kids, I said, if this was easy, every boy in the school would be on the team.
Yep. Tight line splits here. Sneak straight ahead. Edwards looks like he's got it across the 15. they just tightened it on down and wedged it.
There's a future Titan on the track. I don't know if we could get a shot of that guy, but that guy looks like he's going to be trouble in a few years.
He's
right
doing
there.
it. He's getting it done down there, huh?
Director's not listening.
No, he's not. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Longfellow, 17-yard. Straight back to pass is Edwards. Edwards lofts, got a man.
Wide open.
All alone, Julian Cruz. 1st down and more. Nice cut, broke a tackle, and then he's out
tackle.
across the 30.
Tyshawn Brown,
number 11 on the stop.
Yep.
Nice job by Cruz there. He got out there all by himself.
Yes, he did. He snuck out there.
And then made a move, broke the first contact, and matriculated it on down the field.
What do I do now? Keep going, buddy. There you go.
That's a lot of steps. So, 1st and 10 again, this time on the 31. If this drive turns into something, people are going to remember 4th and 2 on the 13.
Yes.
Got 3 to the right, 2 to the left.
High snap.
Brought down, left hands it out to no one. Somebody ran the wrong pattern that time. In the area.
Or the quarterback threw the wrong.
Quarterbacks never make mistakes.
Oh, you must have been a quarterback.
No. Julian Cruz.
You hung around
I was a pointer.
You
Julian
hung around
Cruz,
enough
Kevin
quarterbacks
Brown.
Yeah. Well, if he'd have gone over there, I'd.
Yeah. You know what that is? That's listening to Eddie Williamson for 2 hours a day. Now there's going to be a timeout on the field.
And he's smart enough to make his case.
Yes, he is. He's smart enough to call his own plays, which really impresses me.
Yes.
I've sat down and watched some film for him, and he's pointed out things to me that I don't see.
You don't even know what's going on. Yeah, that's
And-
correct, yes. That's called practice, and studying and walking through it and listening to the coaching staff. It's all good stuff.
Yes, it is. And the result has been a highly productive Titans varsity offense.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they have, aside from the Elyria game where they only scored 18, 17, I think.
Right, everything else has been in the 30s.
In the high 20s or low 30s, a couple over 50.
And you know, a play or two, they could be undefeated.
Oh, absolutely.
And again, I'm not making excuses for those kids.
Just ifs. I mean, that's what sports is. Sometimes it hits the rim and goes in. Sometimes it hits the rim and doesn't.
That's correct. But no one has blown their doors off.
Right.
And we saw that happen over here the last 5 or 6 years a lot.
Yeah. How would the season look if Williamson didn't lose his footing on the last play at Midview?
There you go. Yeah. And from 2 different points of view. Mm-hmm. Midview would not be up where they are, and not that they don't deserve it.
And that's not saying that automatically was going to be a touchdown, but
you don't know.
You don't know. That's the neat thing about sports.
That's the old thing. Just give me a shot. Just give me one more try. Yeah. That's why in the NFL, how'd the guy onside kick that on a Thursday night game? There was nobody near the ball, so he just rolled it, jumped it, and made the receiving team look like knuckleheads.
Toss sweep on the motion.
Nice run.
Gets across the 35 to the 37. 27 Messer, I believe, is the ball carrier.
I thought it was – no, maybe not. Yeah, I think you're right. But, again, if we see the replay, when he gets hit, here he comes. Boom. Spin.
Spin and
keep
lead.
Going,
Spin and
keep
lead.
Going. You got it.
So 3rd and 4. Edwards now directing traffic, sending Messer over this side, moving Oyala over to the far side where he'll be split 15.
I knew it.
Whistle, yeah, they just didn't have enough men on the line.
Not enough guys on the line of scrimmage.
And I know
I don't think it was the guy on the far side. I think they had 2 guys like in a slot
that were
on this
both
side.
off the line.
One of them should have been up on the line.
Yeah, so it's going to cost Longfellow 5.
5 big ones.
And you're trying to coach him, but you're also alerting the official to what you think might be wrong. There's the problem with that play.
And the official was right next to the coach and say, Jimmy, move up, move up. No, it should have been, Jimmy, you're good, you're good.
Yeah.
Then you got the official. Wait a minute, let's count them up. Oh, they ran the play.
Clock starts up again. We are in the latter stages of the second quarter. And Longfellow is facing 3rd and 9 at the 31-yard line, their own. Fake the reverse.
Oops.
Edwards wants to keep. Now he's going to reverse field. He's got some blocks. He can get to the outside. 40, first down, cross midfield. And out. They're going to mark him right at the 50. So good run there, stopping the clock. 3rd and 9, and they picked up a bunch more. Give him credit for about 18.
Well, these officials, too, there's an official uniform. The guy in the middle of the field's got the long pants. The guy on the far side has got the normal shorts with the lily whites hanging out. And this guy over here has got some long bloomers
Yeah, he's got the Michigan basketball shorts.
Yes. 15 yards of material in a pair of shorts.
So, shotgun now, straight back. Edwards, left-hander looking to throw, throws it out. He had the out pass again. That was Kevin Brown, and he lost it. Tried to turn upfield before he had the ball.
The typical thing that young receivers,
And he maybe if he had tried to turn the other way there, he'd have held on.
Yep.
But he was trying to look back to the field. So what it does is stop the clock. We're at the 50.
Yeah, we've got to be getting close too, Jay.
I'm thinking.
Try not to do that, will you?
I stretched earlier.
You start screwing up when you think.
Shotgun, full backfield for Edwards. 2 receivers to the near side. Give straight ahead Messer. 45 and stop there. Gain of 5. Orono was in on the tackle along with '58 David Knowles. Again, same formation. Receivers near side, same play. Messer got a first down, which will stop the clock across the 40. And they'll move the sticks.
It's that old saying, when things aren't going well, go to the basics.
Yeah.
Like, what's that play we put in? The first play, the first day? I'm thinking that's a good one.
Yeah. It's the one we've practiced the most. It's the one we started with.
Don't do the one we talked about in practice yesterday. Don't do that one. Yeah.
And there's a lot to be said for, Well,
they call some of those reverses. Those are the Thursday night plays.
Colonel Harlan Sanders made a lot of money with one philosophy. We're going to do one thing, and we're going to do it very well.
Yes.
Straight back. Going to pull it down and immediately go to the draw. Stiff arms a man inside the 40, but not much there. Maybe 2 yards on the tackle.
We're getting close because the coach is saying, hurry, hurry, hurry. So we're probably down maybe less than a minute.
31 Swiger on the tackle, 2nd and 8. There was no maybe about that one. That was a straight run. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Back to pass now, looking to throw. Throws the out pattern. The one that Cruz made such good yardage on the last time was completed, but Cameron Davis, number 10, was right there for the knockdown.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, you're getting knocked down, buddy.
So that gain is 2, and it's 3rd down and 6. 3 to this side with Messer on the wing. Single back in the backfield. High snap fielded.
Oh, boy.
Pulled down, looking to run. If he can get to the outside here, trying to use a stiff arm. Hi, guys. Oh, somebody might have had a face mask.
Oh, boy.
And then something came in behind the play. Not sure whether that was a block or an echo.
That could be.
There's the orange flag.
That is a bad-looking flag.
Yeah.
I think he needs to get a terrible towel and throw that out to us.
It's going to be face mask on the defense. They still got the 5-yard variety in high school. So that'll move it down to the 35 and give them another down, I think.
Well, and it stopped the clock.
Yeah, then the box says 4, but it should be 3, I think.
Well, the official
signaling for going to be a quarterback keep. Somebody forgot to get him, and they lost 5. Nice tackle by Tyshawn Brown.
Tyshawn Brown.
Number 11 knife through to knock down Edwards.
Ankle tackle, when in doubt.
And it was 4th down. They will switch the sticks.
Get it from the knees down, and he's not going to be able to run. See, sometimes, when you have the ball, just sprint to the sideline.
Either sprint to the sidelines or get behind those guys that have the same color shirt on as you. And
when there's no one in front of you, sprint to the sideline and then make your break.
So, turns over to Johnny Wilson. And for Johnny Wilson, calling the signals is Tavon Pierre-Louis. Empty backfield, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Going to throw out the swing pass. Too far for... Well, that's interesting. I don't know who threw the ball, but that was Pierre-Louis on the receiving end.
That's not the easiest pass to throw.
No, it's not.
Really
it looks
isn't.
easy, but...
Because he's supposed to put a little belly, and he should be going upfield, and you have to lead him a tiny bit.
Straight lined him.
That is a hard pass to throw.
He's trying to get his athlete out in space with the ball. Now we'll see who's the quarterback. Hezekiah Holloway, 84, is the quarterback. Now they get all organized. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. 3 to the left, excuse me. Got 130 yards out there. Holloway's got it. Going to throw it. Knocked away. Nice defensive play turned in there by Kevin Brown.
Yep. For
Longfellow. That receiver was Tyshawn Brown, 11, and he was going to have a first.
He waits just a little too long to throw it, which pulls his receiver into the crowd. Good idea, good effort, good concept.
And maybe a year or two down the line, the receiver will take a step back toward the ball and help his quarterback as well.
That is correct.
It's all part of the process. Holloway alone in the backfield. 13, Pierre-Louis, 11, Brown, and not sure who the other one is, but this is going to be a double pass, I think. Pierre-Louis throwing long and out there. Oh, what's the saying? Hit him where?
In the hands?
Yeah, the wrong spot. That was Malik McCall, and he got spinned around.
Yes.
He got caught there turning around trying to but he was so far behind the defense. That was the play they were going to try and run earlier, and that's going to end the first half, Bob.
He had heart palpitations on that one. It's like, oh, my.
We'd be running an untimed down now, but the end of the first half has come and gone. We've played 2 quarters. Longfellow, 8th grade, nothing. Johnny Wilson, 8th grade, nothing. Back with more after this timeout.
One of my biggest passions in life is animals. That's why I've worked with Morris Animal Foundation for over 40 years. Morris Animal Foundation is a world leader in helping animals live longer, healthier lives. You can too. Just show your support at morrisanimalfoundation.org.
To help cats, dogs, horses, and wildlife live healthier lives, visit morrisanimalfoundation.org, where we are advancing science that will create a healthier tomorrow for animals.
The Warriors to Work program makes it possible for wounded warriors and their families to build new lives together.
When my dad left, I was like this big, but now I'm like this big. My dad got a master's degree in human resources.
Thanks to Warriors to Work that my dad has a terrific job.
The Wounded Warrior Project helps him by, giving him another start.
Now that my dad's home, I get a lot more hugs.
I'm really proud of him.
Find out more about Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home the brave.
Jay Ferguson, Bob Tomaszewski back here at George Daniel, and the sun's come out Tomo.
There it is.
Second half action, no score in the 8th grade game. Johnny Wilson will start on the 35-yard, on their own 35.
we have the obligatory wait for the chain game.
Yeah. Both teams moved the ball. We had a few turnovers in the first half. And
boy, is this not beautiful, though?
This
With
is
the dark sky off to the east, and we got
the trees.
It's just gorgeous.
Not used to being here in the daylight this much.
Joe Bach got that high-definition color TV going.
Mm-hmm. So, number 13, Tavon Pierre-Louis drops the snap, picks it up, pitches it out to Darian Hill. He gets ahead to the 45 for close to a first down. Tackle on the play, Cario Edwards, 15. And if he got to the 45, they'll move the sticks.
And apparently he did. And see there again, though, there's a fumble. But Pierre-Louis, he picks it up, and here it is.
There's the fumble.
Called. Pick it up, keep coming. Well, I'll pitch it anyway. Ooh. Now, the problem is they gain 10 yards. And you start to think you can do that every time.
Well, and to his credit, Hill stayed with the play
on the play. Yes, he did.
As the pitch man.
Yep. But the odds are definitely not with you.
Yeah, that was pitched inside the defensive end.
Oof.
Full house backfield now. Another low snap, missing the handoff and then pulling it down.
Just get on your horse.
Pierre-Louis is going to have 8 or 9. On the other side of the field with the tackle this time is that same number 15, Cario Edwards. It's going to give him 8 to the 47, second and a couple.
Well, these guys have seen the plays now a few times, so said, you know what? I know what's happening here.
And you're seeing one of the harder things I would think to get right at the middle school level is the shotgun snaps. Have been
tough.
Inconsistent both ways, but that's not a criticism. That's just the reality of.
And if that's what you're going to do,
Pierre-Louis
at all the levels all the way up, then that's what you got to do.
Pierre-Louis is going to come out split.
That's
straight
better.
ahead. That's Hill. First down, 5.
Nice. Oh! Outstanding run.
Wonderful run there. Finished nicely. 27 Messer, 59 Cately on the tackle, but that was Darian Hill in the Wildcat.
Man, he was bringing it on.
Big gain from the 47 to the 31. Watch this run.
Run right.
Nice patience.
Okay,
straight
and
ahead.
Right here.
Lowers the shoulder, knocks one down, spins,
it gets
drags
an extra
a couple more.
4 or 5 yards.
First and 10 at the 31.
Well, they say football is not for the faint of heart.
No. Pierre-Louis back at quarterback. Hill to his left. Holding it in one hand, takes off. He's going to have a first down inside the 20.
He's got it all.
10, 5, and to the house.
Well, that was a matter-of-fact drive right there, Jay.
Yeah, it sure was.
10 yards, 10 yards. I mean, it was just, boy.
31-yard run.
Those 31-yard runs really help your average.
Yes, they do. That was the funny thing Friday night at the varsity game. Maple Heights got the kickoff, and it probably took them 9 or 10 plays to go down the field and score a touchdown. The defense has got to be thinking, at least I get a break. They kicked off to us. We got it out to the 42. First play, Sherman Saunders went at 58 for a touchdown.
There you go.
Everybody was happy but the defense.
So, we got to go out there again?
Pry for 2, hand off to Hill. Bounces off a tackler, and stopped short. It must have been a good tackle down there under.
Yes, under the pile.
75
and 27.
27 is Messer. 75, Mike Hale.
Good job by those two young men. It
looks like after he breaks through the first wave there that he's going to end up in the end zone, but he didn't.
Yep.
Big Mike Hale pulled him back, so it's going to be 6-0. Wilson, first score of the game. And we're here in what I would estimate to be the middle of the third quarter. We had a 65-yard drive to open it up, and it was a pretty impressive march there.
Yes, it was.
So now there's no kickoffs at this level. We go to the 35 of Longfellow and give them the ball. And they'll start there, and they're double tight, and they're going to run the quarterback sneak. 15, Cario Edwards, going to get about 3. Boy, it's, you talk about philosophical differences there. They tightened up the splits and said, we're just going to go with the power.
There's something to be said for that. I used to tell, I said, boys, we hit the sled every day. Just picture that as that big orange sled. Just get out there and just keep moving your feet.
And these linemen are basically heel to toe, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
And the wide receivers, but now we're going to go back to pass. Winged out too far. That was intended for Kately, but Edwards passed too high and out of bounds. Going to bring up 3rd and about 7. Third down for a Longfellow. Up to the line. Edwards is the quarterback. Near side now on the wing is Messer, one of the running backs. Kately is 20 yards to the near side. Single back in the backfield. Straight back is Edwards, but that was more of a quarterback draw than it was anything, and that's why.
There it is.
He just picked up 10, 11 yards and a first down.
Yes.
Just on some athletic ability and a little bit of power.
That's it, running up through the end. But again, though, credit the line, there was an opening for him to dart through.
There was.
Here it is again. All of a sudden, you know what? Watch this.
Mm-hmm.
And as they say, if you get the running back to the second level, he's on his own.
And, one thing about both of these quarterbacks, if you just hit them from the side a little bit, they're going to shed you.
Yeah, it's not enough, yes.
So 1st and 10 for Longfellow, down 6-0. Back to pass Edwards. Wants to throw it away. Now he's going to roll out.
Turn on it.
Now he's going to heave it. And
it's never good.
Intercepted by his opposite number, Pierre Lewis, bringing it back. He's going to break a tackle, cuts back to the middle of the field, got a blocker, going to get caught from behind.
How about that?
By his opposite number 13, Kevin Brown.
Never gave up on the play, saved a touchdown.
So the return goes from about the 30 to the 12. Here comes the chain crew dragging anchor.
Yeah, here it is again. A lot of mistakes made here.
Including deep late over the middle.
Oh, never give ground. Oh, boy.
And I know what he's seeing, but...
Yeah, he saw the receiver, but he never saw the defense. Yep. And when it's up that high, those guys are saying, I can catch that.
Yep. So, already leading 6-0. Wilson takes over, 1st and 10, and call it the 11. Straight ahead. I'm sure he didn't want to run it again. That's your boy right there. Hill lowers his shoulder and rolls over another one. That time he got Mark Riley, 49, before being brought down at about the 5.
It was kind of a casual option.
Yeah.
Just kind of jogging out. You take it.
Yeah,
I don't want it, you take it.
That was the option by the guy that just returned the interception 60 yards.
Yeah.
You're calling what, Coach?
Boom.
And boy, and I apologize. Number 25, Dominic Witter, was the defender that Hill first hit and knocked back before being tackled. So, full house backfield with the gun. This is the other quarterback, Higginbotham, I believe, or Holloway rather, number 84. Give is to Hill again. He's inside the 5 before being knocked back. Spotted at about the 4. 3rd down and a long 3. They can get a first down without a touchdown, but there's not a lot of room there for that.
No, but they're knocking on the door.
So up to the line of scrimmage. Tavon Pierre-Louis is the quarterback. 23, Darian Hill is the run. He's going to give it to the other back this time. And good run finished off by 22, McCall.
Oh, they're saying 4th down.
Now it's 4th down.
I mean, look where his foot is. He needs an inch, I think, for a first down.
I'm not sure how they can put that down there and not measure. Yeah, they are. And I'm going to tell you further that I think it's a first down.
I mean, my goodness.
He's within a length of the football of the goal line, it looks like.
I'm thinking. Well, they are saying it's a first down now.
Oh, they did give him the first down now. Okay, that signal was the timeout was for the first down.
Well, either way, I mean, run them out there and measure it. Then I know it's a junior high game, but that's part of the game, and, you know. Because he really is. I mean, it's not far for the touch.
So the situation, 1st and goal at inside the 1.
And my question is, do you go to the pistol or the full shotgun? So you take it back like 8 yards that you have to make up for the.
Well, both teams have shown under center.
Well, that's a good. But you know, situational football, that should be.
And the varsity has gone to the under center in the short yardage.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, he's standing there. He could see if he could sneak through the right or the left.
Yeah.
Who knows? We had I was a center. That was called the old goose play.
Yeah, I was going to say pinch.
And Freddie Glick, God bless him, he would, pinch the right or the left cheek, and that's where we were going. And that's all you needed to know.
Yeah.
See, those were archival names I'm throwing out there.
I remember Freddie Glick.
You're not that old.
I remember Bob Tomaszewski.
Oh, jeez.
From my youth.
Oh, you're just a little tyke, huh?
Yeah. Those were the days when this place was full.
Oh, jam-packed to the rafters, man.
And the orange flames in the sky.
Oh, yeah.
Straight ahead, Pierre-Louis. Tackle in the backfield. 27 Messer gets in and gets enough to spoil the play. Loss of a couple, going to take it back to 2nd and 3rd as we walk down memory lane here.
See, but there again, though, you needed like 4 inches, and now you lost 3 yards. Oh, boy.
This offense is much more suited to gaining 3 yards than 1 yard. Now they'll spread them out. 2 receivers wide left, 2 to the right. Pierre-Louis and Hill in the backfield. Wants to swing it out. He's got a man. Just enough. Nathaniel Melendez got his hand up and bothered the vision just enough.
That is
or
correct.
It's a touchdown to Hill. The ball was thrown in the right spot. Hill ran the right route. It just.
Jay, being an old teacher as you are, there's these kids, are junior high kids running around harmless. I mean, they're just they're kids and they're doing it. But I had an old buddy of mine, was a middle school guy forever, and he said a great fundraiser. I'll come back to that after this play.
Okay. Snap back. Wanted to throw again, that time intended for Davis. I don't think Davis was ready for it, expecting it.
Anyway, he said if you want to have a good fundraiser, you pick it doesn't matter, like a Thursday night. And you talk to the football coach and you say, Coach, you're going to practice, your walkthrough on the practice field and all that kind of stuff. But we're going to open a stadium up and there's going to be fans here. And you charge each one of those kids 50 cents. Now, they don't care what's going on the field. You just let them run around the stadium.
Yep.
Because they love to do that.
Yep.
So you can make a lot of money, put it in the athletic fund and all that. I thought, you know what? That's pure brilliance.
Yeah.
And they see football players out there doing stuff, so, well, it must be a game,
Yep. Option play. Pierre Lewis got it himself. He's back to about the original line of scrimmage, but he didn't get there. And that will...
Didn't we see this before?
Turn it over on downs about...
On the 3-yard line or something?
Yeah, we saw it on the 3 the last time, and he's going to be... I'm trying to see where the football is. It's going to be about the same spot.
Yeah.
Because the last time it was on the line for the extra point, and this is just about...
That's about the spot.
Yeah. So, Longfellow holds on downs again. And will take over once again inside their own 5-yard line.
Okay.
So, Cario Edwards has it.
In the spread formation, I don't know.
That was a good job by the defense. Straight ahead give there. Fumbling the football. First down, fumble recovered by Johnnie Wilson. I don't think Messer had the handoff clean at all. I think that was
you're right.
Edwards and Messer missed connection that time.
And you know what the coach is saying? How many weeks have we been practicing and we're making those mistakes?
Here it is again.
Yeah.
Turn and the give up high, up a little bit high, but the pocket wasn't there either.
Yeah. Kind of it was a casual hand. And instead of that,
that firm.
We're going in there to get it. And
so, after stopping Wilson from the 12.
They had 4 plays.
They ran 7 plays from the 11.
7 plays from the 11, and now they're going to that's
so we'll give it we can do it better. We're going to give it to you at the 3.
Yeah.
Already ahead 6-0. Straight ahead, that is Hill, and he's in the house.
Yes. Sooner or later,
yeah.
You can only hold them out so long.
Number 23, Darian Hill. A 3-yard run. And it's 12-0. Johnnie Wilson as they line up for the 2-point conversion. Pierre Lewis goes to the wing. It's going to be Hill taking the snap again in the Wildcat. Comes back, he picks it up, but the double dribble on the snap really messed up the play. And again, the run does not work for Wilson, but it's 12. Johnnie Wilson, nothing for Longfellow. As we're
at least halfway through that third period, so
I would think. If not farther.
Could be. Well, we've had a lot of runs in those last dozen plays, so it doesn't take long.
Okay, there's the ball up to be placed. Let's see if they're going to put it up and then walk to the other end, or what are they doing here? The chains are
the
kinked.
sign. See some of these kids running around in their junior Army ROTC uniforms. Always good to see those kids. They do a great job.
They really do.
We've had them at the Hall of Fame golf outing, and they usually present the colors and do things like that. It's really cool.
So
I guess not.
No, it'll be Longfellow's ball on their 35 to put it in play as soon as we get the chains back to 10 yards. I was going to say the young man with the first one, he was set and he wasn't moving. So there it is. From 35 to 45 equals 10. Set to go now. Longfellow down 2 scores, 12-0. Cario Edwards, the quarterback. Barks out the signals, turns hands. And that is number 13, Kevin Brown.
That's a nice run. Nice execution.
He got 6. Make it 2nd and 4. And that was as crisp a play.
It did.
Yes,
it looked like it was a good snap, a good handoff.
Pulled a lineman.
Good blocking, yes. And you got yourself like 7.5 yards. That's the way we do it.
That snap going to be a
That's
keeper
not
through the
bad
same
either.
hole. And Edwards up to the 50 for a first down. So 7 on the first play, 8 on the second play gives you 15 and a first down at midfield. And this was a called play.
Now that looks like what Johnny Wilson did on that opening series they had. Boom, 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 right down the field. And capped it off with, what, about a 31-yard
run, yeah.
We like those runs.
Okay, all set to go now. Edwards puts him in a stance, picks it up, going to keep
Fake.
it.
That's not a bad play either. Upfield. There you go.
5,
See?
6.
He had the corner.
Maybe. You did a little limp leg move there. And
yes. But that's good.
Mm-hmm.
See, now the ball's on the right hash. So do you run that play to the left, right?
I would think you might come back with that little dive to the left.
That wasn't bad either.
I think we've come to the end of the third quarter.
There it is. Okay.
So we've played 3 at the George. Johnny Wilson 12, Longfellow nothing. Back with more after this timeout.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, no thanks, not my thing.
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Back here, George Daniel, fourth quarter action, 8th grade football. Johnny Wilson 12, Longfellow nothing. Longfellow with the ball, 2nd and 3. There's the give. That is 13. Kevin Brown ahead for the first down and more. A rugby scrum breaks out. And they'll stop the clock and move the chains. I see what's slowing down the chain crew. The one guy's got a book bag on.
Well, you know, it's not like he's getting paid. He's a volunteer. Although some coach might have said, you are volunteering. Get over it. Maybe he's doing his homework,
I've got to give some detentions out tonight. I need 4 for the chain crew. Edwards controls the high snap, looks to throw. Oh.
Good play by...
that was Pierre Lewis hitting 59. Kately just as the ball arrived in the bag.
Good timing. Knocked it loose.
So the incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Got to be a little bit of a sense of urgency here for Longfellow because there aren't a lot of long completions or longer plays in middle school. You've got to, you're down 2 scores. Edwards on a hop. Going to lose yards, though. Finished it as best he could. Holding on was 31 Sherman Swiger. Loss will be, well, you're going to get him back to the line of scrimmage. Third and 10, though.
There is a philosophy when you're behind like that. You take the first 2 plays and you try to go deep. Then the second 2 get the first down.
Yeah.
Then you go back to, you know. But save yourself not 1, but 2 plays to get the first down.
Mm-hmm. Going to throw. Edwards had a man, threw behind him.
Defensive play.
Good defensive play there by 25. D'Angelo Penn.
Yes, excellent. He was right on his shoulder. You'll see it here again.
Stepping in front of the slant.
Put his hand in front, just knocked it away. That's how you do it.
Here it is. Good pocket that time. Step into it and just got it behind him.
Yep.
So 4th and 10. The fortunes of the Longfellow Longhorns would take a severe turn for the worse. Under center with motion in the backfield, going to run the toss. Cut it up, 27, drags a man. He's got 6, but that's not 10. That was Messer. And while he finished the run, he just didn't have enough, and it'll be over on downs. And so Johnnie Wilson with their 12-point lead holds and takes over at the 32-yard line.
Now, if you're a coach from Johnnie Wilson, you're going to say, watch this, because the ball will not be airborne.
Yeah, I think we might be under center here for a while.
Overland.
You know, one of the things you'd like kids to start to learn is a little bit of clock management, but the clock's not on.
No, it's hard to do that, yeah.
So
we did that one year. We said the offense was the Pony Express, and then the pass game was the air. It was. We went down to the post office, got our pictures taken, went on a mail truck. It was cool. Yeah.
So Tavon Pierre-Louis back at quarterback picks up this low snap and hands it to Malik McCall. Nothing there for him. He's going to lose a yard.
And then the defense, they went down to the park. They had some cannons in the park, and they were the air defense.
Oh, okay.
That was kind of a, you gotta have a little name for yourself.
Well, it's, the verbs play.
Oh, they do.
It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah. Yep.
So second and 11 once they get the sticks on. Long 11, call it. Back to the line comes Johnnie Wilson in no particular hurry. 84, Hezekiah Holloway split 20 yards to this side. Now there's a whistle. And
timeout.
Timeout by someone.
Johnny
I think Wilson. It is Johnnie Wilson. Coach Sherwood wants to talk to the offense. It'll give us a chance as we wind down this fall season. I believe this is the last middle school event of the year. And we've concluded high school volleyball is over.
Right.
So we are down to high school football.
You got two.
We've got 3 weeks left.
This is week 7. So you got 2 games after this, and then the playoffs.
Let's hope.
There will be some county teams in the playoffs. But I mean, it's just hard to believe that time is just zit, and it's gone.
Yeah.
I say one thing about football season: you start out, and you can't have you can't take enough clothes off at practice. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got, and you're
just put them in your locker, guys, because you're going to need them.
Yeah, and then at the end of the season, you can't put enough clothes on.
Oh, and and the playoffs have changed the regular season a little bit.
They kept pushing it back because they keep putting all. And that's not a bad thing to have all those kids have a chance to play in a playoff game. But remember when practice started on August 15th, and the first game was the first weekend in September.
Yeah,
not anymore.
No, that's your 3rd game.
Yes.
And then the season would end the week before Thanksgiving.
The first weekend in November was usually the last game, but season's over in October now.
Yeah. Halloween is the end of the high school football season. Channel 20 be there for all of it.
Oh, yeah.
Holloway short hops his receiver. Number 11, Tyshawn Brown, intended, so it's going to be 3rd and 11.
And the clock stopped.
Yes, it does. Now,
how about they were talking on the news, talking about clock management, all that stuff. They're going to experiment in the NBA. They're going to take a minute off take 4 minutes off a game in some exhibition games. And Pierce, they said if they did that in the regular season, it was like playing 6 or 7 less games time-wise. And they have to do that for the LeBrons of the world who, if you want the big-time players to play the whole season, the wear and tear, and what's a minute off a quarter.
Yep.
Ooh.
There.
But interesting concept. At least they're talking about that. Yep.
That was Darian Hill on the toss. Spun off the first tackle, but gained about 2, and it's going to be 4th and 10.
10. They could do that in football.
Well,
if they took a minute or two off each quarter, Cleveland would have had about 6 wins in the last 4 years.
Okay, true.
The games were a little too long.
But this year they'd be 0-5.
Maybe. No. They had the Steelers rolled up.
1-4.
They were rolled up. Rolled.
Yeah. Well, here's a question for you, Coach. What do you think of the new 30-point?
I hate it.
Rule?
It's the dumbest thing anybody ever did.
Have you talked to anybody that likes it?
No, except the knucklehead in Columbus that said this is what we're doing. I'd like to talk to him. I really would. He could not justify what he's done.
It just takes so many snaps away from kids.
Well, not only that, and my point is,
whistle.
If that's what you're going to do, that what you're saying is you're so bad that we're going to shorten the game. Well, you know what, buddy? Why don't you just go to the next step? Well, if you're winning by 35, then just stop the game. Is that what you're doing?
Basically.
See, that's those people that we all get a gold medal. No, but there's no win or lose. Come on, it is what it is.
Well, it's varsity athletics. Everybody doesn't play the same amount. First off, down by 30 at halftime is not,
In the games the way they're played today.
Yeah.
Look at Lorain. How many times do they come roaring back in the second half?
Yeah, and
it just I don't know.
It's frustrating because then you've got the kid that's been loyal to your program for years, and
you want to get him in.
You want to get him in a game,
and you can't.
Oh, by the way, there's only 8 snaps this quarter.
Right, because it's just a run. But you're right. You're changing. I don't think you should change the game. Here we go. What do we do?
Okay, let's see. Pierre Lewis cutting back. Meets the team. Johnnie Wilson with the tackle for loss. And they'll take over on downs. Weatherspoon, 87, was right there, along with 81, Keyshawn Lumpkin. And we'll go the other way.
Well, because of that series.
Longfellow, back in. The defense actually moved the ball about 10 yards for him.
And they've got a lot of time. I mean, they didn't run any time off that clock.
Yep.
Hardly at all.
Because of the incomplete pass.
Right. And, really, though, to finish up that thought, if it was like, I can't remember who Lorain High played, they didn't have a JV or a freshman team. So where are those kids going to play?
Yeah, last year it was Warrensville.
You can't. So, I mean, you're just.
Tavon Pierre Lewis, number 13. Oh, excuse me, wrong team. Kevin Brown, number 13 in blue. First time I've done that today for Longfellow.
I can remember back in the day when we had big junior high teams and the other team had a big, and we would play a fifth quarter just so they could all play.
Yep.
Officials were real good about it,
There's a pass downfield. Off the hands of Javier Oyala at about the 7-yard line.
We like that number 5. Because the number 5 was talking to him at practice. I said, you know what? You're getting bigger. And the kid starts saying, yeah, he's getting fat. I said, no, there's no fat on this guy.
I'll tell you the kid that's a chiseled piece is Rashad Berry, number 6.
Oh, my. Ooh.
Oh, yes. I'd like to be his size for a day.
You'd never go back.
Well, you know what I would do? I would just make people pay me to stay alive.
Yeah, just look at me.
Give me $1 or you won't be healthy. I'd be rich. There's the snap. Quarterback keeper the whole way there. Edwards caught by 11. Deontay caught by 11. Tyshawn Brown and dragged down for a loss of a couple. So this once promising possession is going the wrong way as well.
Yes.
And it looks like at the half, the Johnnie Wilson gentlemen came up with something a little bit different to change their fortunes because, not only did they stick a couple in the end zone, but their defense has really
yes.
probably given up less than 30 yards in the half.
But both teams kind of, you might say, kind of a futile. I mean, it's 2 scores, but still back and forth. But I'm thinking that's also saying there's some good players on both sides.
Yes.
Let's put it this way. There's some good players coming up in Lorain. Because they do both teams has Lorain on their chest. I like that.
I do too.
I like that. What could take so long? It's third down.
It is third down.
Well, that would be crucial.
Because they had fourth up there. I think what he did was he moved it the wrong way.
That could be, yeah. Guys.
Now it's
fourth down.
No one on the chain crew in Lorain can ever be accused of being overpaid.
No. And you know what, though? And Bookbag on the thing, I know what he said. I had fourth down.
Mm-hmm.
You made me change it.
So, it's 4th and 10 for Longfellow. Cario Edwards, quarterback. He's back there with Kevin Brown. Now, it's going to be 4th and 15. We have a variety of color of flags on the field. They'll mark that off 5 yards from the 26 out to the 31 and place it down, and it'll still be fourth down, but it'll be a little bit.
If that official used that flag in August when the grass is burnt out, you'd never see it.
Yeah.
I think he used that when he was changing the oil in his car.
So there's the snap. Looking to throw is Edwards. Lots of time. There's got a man off the hands of 27 Antonio Messer, falling harmlessly incomplete. You know what? If he catches that ball, he probably scores.
Yes, indeed. Yep.
Because he is coming across the field to the side where there is no one. But instead,
because they brought two guys from the right and cleared everybody out to the left.
Yep.
And that's the old thing, in football, the hardest thing to defend is a secondary, crossing backs. There are just way too many guys running around, and you're making the defenders bump into each other.
Yes.
Because you know where you're going. They don't. Yep.
Now it's 1st and 10 for Wilson. They lead 12-0. Fourth quarter action about midway through. Tavon Pierre-Louis is the quarterback. He split time with Hezekiah Holloway, but he's been there most of the time. Pierre-Louis hands to 22. Malik McCall, nowhere to go. Runs into a lineman, tries to slide off, and meets the defense. Nothing there.
That is correct.
Loss of a couple. But mostly for Johnny Wilson, it's about seconds more than it's about yards now, I would think.
That is for sure, yep. Leisurely bringing in the play.
You know what? Now they're going to call a timeout.
Oh, jeez. Look, guys. Okay.
Okay, some confusion in the backfield for Johnny Wilson, and I think that's their third timeout, isn't it?
It's 2 for sure. So what's confusing about fullback to the right? We don't have a fullback. Oh,
quarterback keeper.
Whatever. Somebody run it around. Just don't run backwards.
They were very successful earlier in the half with the straight ahead stuff.
Yeah, and I mean big time. 7, 8, 9 yards of crack. 31 at one point.
Yep. And that's what they need to do. Is philosophically speaking, it's Woody Hayes time.
You betcha. When Woody would come out in the robust tee, he thought he had the game under control.
That was the equivalent of Red Auerbach's cigar.
That is correct.
So, 3 in the backfield, including, now that's Holloway. He takes it. He wants to throw it. He throws it. It's caught by 11. Tyshawn Brown tackled immediately. Whistle, timeout, Longfellow.
Could it be getting close on time?
It could be. again, we don't.
Why else would you be calling? I don't know.
Well, now they've got to make sure that the box man moved.
Well, yeah.
Because it's third down, but it's about 3rd and 9. Yeah, there he goes. Now okay. There we go. The stick dance is done. 3rd and 9. And for Coach Reed and Coach Goodwin, we need the ball.
Yes.
And it'd even be better if you could score because we're having trouble moving it forward.
Well, I'll tell you what, these guys, I mean, what? Okay. It's the last game of the season. You got to have some things that to be pretty much automatic.
Okay, so now back at quarterback is Pierre Lewis.
Okay.
Holloway split 20 yards to the near side. Inside to him. Third and 9 for Wilson. Pierre Lewis going to throw it. Got a man knocked down that time by Tyshawn Brown. That'll stop the clock and make it 4th and 9. Cameron Davis going to bring in a play.
I think they ran out of timeouts. They can't,
So.
Okay.
Here it is, 4th and 9. Program philosophy, neither team has punted today. Now they're going to. Orono over the ball. Pierre Lewis is set for the snap at about the 27. Fakes the handoff, going to run the option, turns it up himself. Inside, going to be about a yard short of the first down. Picked up 8, needed 9. I'm sure they'd love to have one of those pass plays back.
That's it. So, okay, good job.
So Longfellow takes over once again on downs.
Yes. Good defensive stand there by the Longfellow ones.
No, they reset the chains.
That could take a while.
And toss in the Longfellow football, and Longfellow ready to go. 1st and 10 at the 39. Motion, toss, sweep. Going to try and reverse it or not? Nope. Whether they were or not
doesn't matter.
Mattered little because David Orono was having none of it.
Orono might have been in the huddle listening to that play.
Messer, 27, had the ball. They had motion coming back this way with.
I was with you. I thought it was going to be the double handoff.
Yeah,
there.
Kevin Brown, but Messer was wise enough to keep the ball tucked in because he had no chance of giving it up. Straight back, pass, complete. Out of the backfield, Kevin Brown. Nice sure tackle.
Nice
31,
tackle.
Swiger, Sherman Swiger. Yep. Here you go, Bob, who wants to be an architect.
There you go. He's going to design stadiums and stuff.
That have clocks that we can see. 3rd and about 15.
We got to work with him, though, on that Johnny Mizell thing. You want to pick a guy that's playing.
Well, here's my favorite. Back to pass, pulling it down, going to keep.
Oh, my.
Breaks the tackle. Uh-oh. Edwards lost the pigskin. Picked it up. Nope.
Oh, there's a...
Oh, Messer had it and lost it again, and now it's up for grabs.
We'll have to look at the...
First down.
At the replay. I think he tried to pitch it back to his buddy.
Did he?
I could be wrong.
Well, number 5, Oyala, was on the spot and on the football. 1st and 10 at the 19 is the bottom line for Longfellow. We'll take a look here. Cario Edwards back. Splits the pocket.
Run. Nice job.
Cuts it, swinging it away, trying to switch hands. No,
he didn't. That was a legitimate fumble.
Yeah. And then
a lot of people had their hands on it. Here we go.
Edwards again over the middle. Too tall for Luis Suarez, number 3, who just...
one thing I got to say that all of these guys love pizza.
Yeah.
Favorite food, pizza.
But here's my favorite, Jaden Lynn, favorite player. Jaden.
Well, yeah. You got, if you don't like yourself, what good are you? But like pizza, and how about not like cheese pizza? I mean, they're getting, And then we've got some Chinese food in there. That's good.
Yeah.
What is this?
Pepperoni?
Pepperoni. Okay.
Okay, so 2nd and 10. Number 15, Cario Edwards, calls the signal's going to keep. Wants to run, bounces it outside. He's got the 15. He's down, got the 10 in the first down before he's pushed out of bounds and onto the track at about the 7.
Where did our son go?
Boy, October in Ohio. If you don't like the weather, just wait a minute.
Wait about 2-3 minutes and it'll change.
Hey, number 13 here. This is interesting. Favorite athlete, Tavon Austin. Hunter Cecil, you know who his favorite athlete is?
Who's that?
Coach Goodwin.
There you go. That could get you playing time.
Yeah.
How about this guy?
Cameron Davis.
Wants to be a doctor.
Doctor, yeah.
All right,
there are a couple of them.
Yeah.
Malik McCall.
You know what? If you don't dream the dream, you'll never.
That's right.
Good for them.
Handoff, straight ahead.
That's in.
That's to the house.
You like to see 13. Kids that have a play,
Yep, Kevin Brown.
Right.
7 yards for the touchdown.
But here's the guy you don't want to mess with. Jeremiah Blair.
He wants to be a SEAL.
Woo!
And not
I'm
the
talking
kind
about a Navy SEAL.
I was going to say, not the kind with the ball on his nose.
No.
Got a couple of lawyers over here for Longfellow. Engineer. So they line up to go for 2. Edwards going to try and turn it up and not going to get there. So 12-6 Wilson. And we are late in the fourth quarter. And here's where the no kickoff rule limits your options. You can't onside kick.
Well, what if you would have said, can we just line up here and just dive on them and see if we shake it loose on the first play?
Remember the old XFL? The crazy thing that...
they gave it back if you're losing?
Well, where you started the game not with a kickoff or a coin flip, but they put the ball on the 50 and they had guys on each team from the 40 line up and so you could get it.
That position, you needed several people to play that position.
Yes.
That's like the Canadian rule of there's no fair catches. So you got to carry about 8 or 9 return men on your
team. You ever watch the lacrosse game? How they started out?
Well, they're nuts. Lacrosse.
That'd be a lot of fun here, wouldn't it?
Australian rules football. Well, let's just don't wear equipment and just beat each other to death.
Okay, now there's a whistle.
That was just down the ball. So they must be down to no time or very little.
Snap back, downed by Pierre Lewis.
And I think that's it.
And that's going to do it. As on the second to last play of the game, the Longhorns make it interesting.
Give them credit. They hung in there.
Yep, interesting game.
Now, wrapping up a season of a lot of junior high football. And I don't know if people in Lorain or the kids know how lucky they are that this is on TV. Most places you're playing on a practice field and you don't even know what's going on. No bleachers, no nothing. But I thought just in general, and I've done this for a few years now, I've seen some very impressive football players, some good coaching going on. I see the light at the end of the tunnel.
And it's not a train.
And it's not a train. You know what I mean? So
good things are coming. Let's, that's if we can stay the course. Oh, we got. Okay, so let's take a run through the scoring today. We went to halftime tied at 0, and then in the third quarter, number 13 Pierre Lewis takes it around left end, 31 yards out, outraces everyone to the pylon, and we have a score. It's 6-0, and it stayed that way. Well, this is the try for 2, which. No, that's the second touchdown, which was number 23. Darian Hill took it in. And then finally, at 12-0 late in the game, number 13. I put my rosters away. I apologize to you. Number 13, Kevin Brown, takes it in from 6 yards. And we end up 12 for Johnnie Wilson, 6 for Longfellow. In what was an entertaining game, Bob.
Yes.
And, as you say, good things from both teams. One of the things that sticks with me is how few penalties we had.
Yeah, really.
We had, and the penalties we had were the 5-yard variety rather than the I better grab on variety.
No, it was the false starts and things like that, but that's a typical middle school thing. But I thought, all in all, progress. I'm seeing progress.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, this is going to wrap up the middle school season for us, for Channel 20 WLCS, for Joe Bach and Terry Trout and the ladies and gentlemen of their video club.
Did a great job this year.
Always.
They're everywhere.
Club TV 20.
You'd think if a guy had an official name like that, he'd have it written down for you somewhere, wouldn't you?
We could have T-shirts.
Yeah, that's.
We could Club 20. It sounds like a place we go to dance after hours.
Maybe you would go, but not me. not Joe's doing the.
That's
B.O. no, the Saturday Night Fever.
For
John
my partner,
Travolta,
Bob Tomaszewski, we brought disco in. We talked about backfield in motion with the Buckinghams.
We're just all over the map tonight. Yeah.
So we'll until the next time, for Bob Tomaszewski, this is Jay Ferguson. Have a good night, everybody.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.